When the Las Vegas Valley Water District began operating, water already was a scarce resource. The population of Las Vegas was approximately 45,000, nearly double what it was just 5 years earlier, and the valley's water table was declining at a rapid rate.
Well, in the 1940s and 50s, you saw the first significant expansion of the casino industry. So as people moved to the valley to fill those support staff roles, the population really began to increase, and the 1950s was the first time water resources really became an issue here in the valley.
As concerns over a depleting water supply grew, LVVWD took on the challenge of serving most of the valley's water needs. Its first order of business? To bring water from Lake Mead to the Las Vegas Valley. The Water District inherited 11 wells, 2 reservoirs with a total capacity of less than 4 million gallons, and about 120 miles of pipeline from its predecessor, the Las Vegas Land and Water Company. In 1955, the Water District received its first delivery of Lake Mead water through the Basic Management Industrial Intake. The pipeline to bring the water into the valley, along with the 30 million gallon Charleston Heights Reservoir, was among the first projects undertaken by the district, using its initial waterworks bonds. Unfortunately, the new supply did not bring any additional appreciation for the resource as customers quenched their lawns' thirst, with up to 26 million gallons a day. At the same time, the district initiated plans to move its headquarters to then remote West Charleston Boulevard and drafted its first set of service rules. In the beginning, those rules included a flat fee for water of $6.50 a month for residential customers and a per-room fee for apartments and motels. Soon, however, concerns about water use and the monthly fee prompted the district to consider metering its customers. It has ultimately led to the current multi-tiered rate structure, which encourages water efficiency. Meanwhile, California and Arizona were battling over rights to the Colorado River, while many in Nevada assumed the defensive posture. Senator George Malone and his assistant, former state engineer Alfred Merritt Smith, fought unsuccessfully to increase Nevada's share to 900,000 acre-feet per year. By decade's end, Las Vegas's economic prosperity had begun to far outpace the rest of the country. In 1960, Las Vegas passed Reno as Nevada's largest city, boasting nearly 65,000 residents. The district raced to keep pace, extending water lines in all 4 directions from the valley's center. Planners at the time began to project future water needs, with one engineering consultant predicting a population of 500,000 by the end of the century. One of the key components in the district's plan that would meet the community's long-term water needs was the Southern Nevada Water Project, a federally funded water treatment facility and distribution network to be built at Lake Mead Saddle Island. After receiving Lyndon Johnson's endorsement in 1966, work got underway the following year. Simultaneously, the district began expanding its distribution system to handle the increased supply of water. Among its projects were 2 10-million-gallon reservoirs in the Central Wellfield and the Flamingo, now Campbell, pumping plant and reservoir. By the latter part of 1970, the district had completed most of the major projects necessary to accommodate the Southern Nevada Water Project. During the next 2 decades, the district increased the efficiency of both customer service and design activities by capitalizing on technological advances. Engineering and construction projects dominated this period as the district expanded the water distribution system to meet the community's needs. One of this era's key projects was the Southern Nevada Water Project's second stage, which greatly increased access to Colorado River water. In 1989, the district filed applications for unused water in eastern and central Nevada, marking a movement toward diversifying the community's long-term water resources. In another move intended to protect customers in times of drought, the Water District created the Southern Nevada Groundwater Bank, a savings account filled with treated water from Lake Mead. This bank is in addition to the more than 40,000 acre-feet of water rights owned by the district and used to serve its customers. Perhaps no action, however, brought greater change than the 1991 formation of the Southern Nevada Water Authority, a 7-member cooperative agency representing the region's water and wastewater agencies. The authority, along with the Colorado River Commission, gave Nevada a unified voice on water-related issues. The Water Authority, which is managed by the Las Vegas Valley Water District, also ushered in an ethic of conservation by developing and implementing the Regional Water Efficiency Program.
Before the SNWA was formed, all of the water purveyors here in the valley were competing for resources. So what the SNWA allowed was for all of those agencies to come together, pool their resources, and also to instill an ethic of conservation across the valley by using water wisely instead of competing for it. Since its inception, the Water Authority has overseen a decrease in water consumption here in the valley by more than 25%. That happens to correlate with an increase in our population by more than 70%.
The 1990s focused on construction as the district approved and began to implement the Major Construction Projects program and an ongoing series of projects that serve as a model for comprehensive infrastructure planning. At the same time it was working to anticipate and meet the community's future water needs, the district began to explore Las Vegas's history, looking at the old central well field in an entirely new light. While its value as a cultural resource had long been recognized, it was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 1978, the area known as Big Springs had been fenced off and largely forgotten until the district forged a public-private partnership to transform the city's historic heart into an environmental and cultural education center. The Springs Preserve opened to the community in 2007.
Well, to me, the Springs Preserve is the nexus of Las Vegas's past, present, and future. It's the birthplace of Las Vegas. It's the first place that Native Americans lived in the valley. It's the first place that European settlers came to. But now, with the facilities we have there, we're also teaching and educating future generations of Las Vegans about the value of water.
A new millennium has brought with it new challenges, and the district's employees continue to rise to meet them. Even as the service population surpassed 1 million people and peak demand eclipsed 450 million gallons a day, the district has maintained a reputation for customer service, efficiency, and environmental stewardship.
I think the mission of the Water District today is very similar to what it's always been. We need to ensure that our community has access to good, reliable water supply. In order to do that, we need to be good stewards of our water resources, and we need to make investments in research and development to ensure that we're on the cutting edge of maintaining a quality water supply.